Hello and welcome to this final lap of the crash course on how to go about writing your research work. In this video, I am going to discuss your chapter 5, which is the summary and conclusion of your research. Now, in your chapter 5, you will go through it by rendering an introduction, then also providing a summary of your study. Your introduction can be anything. Just tell us about what you have been doing from your chapter 1 till now. Right? Then for your summary of the study, you will tell us that this is what the research set out to do. This is what we covered in chapter 1. This is what we covered in chapter 2. This is what we covered in chapter 3. This is what we covered in chapter 3. This is what we covered in chapter 2. This is what we covered in chapter 1. This is what we covered in chapter 1. This is what we did in chapter 4. You see, I said that chapter 4 covered data presentation and analysis based on data collected from the field. Then finally in chapter 5, which is your coding chapter, you tell us what the chapter is all about. Now, by the time you are done with this part, you will now go and provide us a summary of what you have found out. Okay? To do that, it is simple. What you need to do is go back to your chapter 4 and then go back to each of the major items in your questionnaire, particularly anything from section B. Right? Now, remember in section B, you told us what the table is saying or showing us, then you gave us an implication, right? You gave us an implication, then this part is what you will now give us as summary of the major finding. This one in green. Okay? The same thing goes for the next one. This is the implication, right? This is what you have found out. Correct? This is what you have found out. And then this is the citation to support what you have found out. So this is what we are interested in. So you copy this, you go back to summary of major findings, and then you give us what you have found out. So this is how to go about doing the summary of the major findings. You just look for a way to compress everything in a concise enough manner that we can actually get an understanding from. Remember, the study has been long and bulky. This is about the 36th page. That's been long and bulky. So we need you to tell us directly, okay, this is what I found out. This is what I found out. So this is the section provided for you to do that. Then in this section, which is the conclusion, what you do is you conclude the topic. So you conclude the research. Okay? You conclude the research by telling us whatever you feel like putting here that will help you conclude what you have been doing so far. Remember, research can be a thorough, long, and rigorous process. So if you conclude it here, it will give us something to hold on to. Then the recommendation, based on what you have found out, and then based on these major findings, right? Summary of major findings. You are supposed to provide us with as many recommendations as possible. Okay? Just that. What you should note here is that your recommendation should tally with the research topic and what you have found out. They should always tally. Okay? Remember, we said in the beginning that several things are interconnected. So if they are interconnected, then you still need to maintain that relationship. Then suggestions for further studies. In the course of your research, you might have noticed that there are other gaps that could be researched on, or other things that could be researched on. This is where you tell us those things. Okay? Now, so you can here I wrote effect of library orientation on the use of multimedia information resources. Okay? Now your own might be different, right? But what you should put here are generally gaps, other gaps you feel people should work on. Okay, then also the quick tip, you can also get suggestions for further studies by looking at your references. So if you look at a reference like this, for instance, like this study was conducted in Lagos State. It was conducted in Lagos State. But it is possible for you to conduct a very similar study, not exactly verbatim, a very similar study to this in your own university or educational institution. So a quick tip is you can actually use this as the basis for suggestions for further studies. You don't know how to do it. Let it be related to what you have already done. So this brings us to the end of this crash course on how to write research. I'm sure that at some point we'll have to really take out time to go in depthly and show practically how you should go about each of these chapters. If you want something like that, please leave a comment below so that I can go in depthly and maybe we can do a chapter together or do a literature review together so that you can see practically how somebody does it different than the way you do it. So this brings us to the end of this 5 video series on crash course and how to go about writing a research or research report. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Please like the video, please share the video, please comment on the video so that I will be encouraged to put out more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching to the end. See you next time. Remember, I am a DM